Hello my treasures, it's time to jam our way to victory with a Jungle Spell Hunter. This was a theory craft that I had originally gave up on, however, with the recent change to Lightray to be 10 mana, we now have a 50-50 shot off of Jungle Jammer to generate a KING KRUSH after casting 8 spells. Essentially, this deck is Casino Mage but Hunter. Essentially, the game plan is to control the board with a bunch of cheap spells while also looking for Jungle Jammer in order to get additional copies of KING KRUSH to overwhelm your opponent with huge charge minions that your opponent instantly has to deal with or lose the game. And if they do deal with all the crushes that you put out on the board, you can finish them off with a Stranglethorn Heart. For the Mulligan guide of the deck, you are going to be looking for the most important card in the deck, which is Jungle Jammer. However, if you also see an Instrument Technician in your opening hand, you don't really need to hard search for the Jungle Jammer, as you can easily get it out of your deck that way too. You also are going to be looking for early game removal tools or draw cards. These are going to be cards like Urchin Spines if you have easy access to something like Ricochet Shot or Shell Shot. Outside of those types of cards, Barrels of Monkey is also really good to keep in your opening hand, as it allows you to protect your face against aggro decks, and you can actually win out a lot of games by just slamming these down quickly enough. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some game. Okay, time for a game against Druid. Probably going to be either Tony or Hero Power. I mean, Tony is actually kind of Hero Power. Opening hand doesn't look too bad. Probably actually should have kept the tracking, to be honest. Yeah, let's go with the tracking instead of the trinket. I'm trying to hard RNG or Mulligan for Jungle Jammer, which is why I didn't keep everything there. Honestly, half of those cards I probably should have, but I really just need to see Jungle Jammer really quickly. Oh, Aquatic Form. What did they get off of Aquatic Form? Good old Peaceful Piper, which means they got one of the two Hero Power cards. What can we get? RNG. Oh, there's our Technician. Turn 2 play. Let's go. Okay, so it was Free Spirit. That spirit's not going to be free for much longer. We also have the opportunity to coin out the Jungle Jammer. I can't remember if I did or not in this game. Some games I did, some games I didn't. It depends on if I have a turn 3 play. I like to keep the coin just in case, because it is an additional spell that we can easily access. But we're in a pretty good position, so we could actually just coin it and go face. Yeah, let's actually do that. The next turn we can use a few of the spells. Okay, groovy. This is not going to be that groovy of a game if we can't get stuff online quickly. What we need is something... Yeah, Explosive Trap is probably what we want. Urchin is always nice, but we don't have any card to use it in combination with. And there we go. They kill all their minions. Hopefully they don't have Innovate. Grab Unending... Oh, that's definitely going to be Unending Swarm next turn. Okay, so it does look like they're probably the more aggro variant of the deck. Let's see what we grab. Bananas. Oh, bananas is always nice. We got the winning combo here too. I love doing this combo. It was an interaction that I never realized I needed. And in one of the earlier versions of the deck, I was only running 30 cards and only one bunches of bananas. But then I found this combo and it made me want to go up to 40 cards. I don't know if that's the correct play. Oh, we screwed up. We didn't want to draw that many cards. Well, I mean, at least nothing's getting burnt. There's the Strangle part. We're going to burn something no matter what, aren't we? Let's just buff this up a little bit. Oh, another thing worth mentioning is if you get to 7 mana on it, that's actually a good breakpoint too, because it's a 50-50 shot of Red Herring, which doesn't always come up, but you could in theory just prevent your opponent from going to your face really easily by doing it like that. It's worth mentioning. I probably should have included that at the start or maybe the end of the video, but oh well. Okay, they're gonna pounce on our minion, I'm assuming, or they could pounce our face. Oh, that pounce is getting quite big there. Your guide. Okay. Would have done that maybe in the opposite order, but... Well, oh, there's the rake. Alrighty. I mean, out of all the cards we could have burned, that's actually probably one of the better ones. Let's use this winning combo. Gotta be careful. Grab... Barrel of Monkeys is really good here. Come on, crush. I want to crush their face in a little bit. And there we go. Then we can Ricochet Shot. Probably should have saved that for next turn and the Jungle Jammer, but whatever. Oh, I really should have saved it because we're not going to have an empty hand. Oh, I actually, never mind. I understand why I did that. Using Raj in combination with it just to try to get additional face damage out. They got rid of Krush, and they're probably going to be able to stomp out our Raj, which is a little bit sad. Imagine if they did signature rares during Sunken City. That would have been cool. Well, let's jam out a little bit more and put some taunts in between us and their hero, because I don't want to... I mean, we're at 8. As long as we don't draw into Krush, but knowing my luck, we are going to draw into it. Okay, good. Sir Finley. We're at 3. Can use barrel. That makes it 4. Have 2 bananas left. Let's see what we can grab here. This is 5. Going for tracking. Search through our deck a little bit more. Ooh. Let's go monkey. Now we're at 7. This is definitely one of those games where we could easily use red herring, but I think we're just going to keep on going. I don't think it's necessary. We'll get 2 more crushes next turn, which is really, really good. As long as we don't draw into him again. You don't want to know how many games that I played that I just ended up drawing into that dumb card. The one complaint I have about this deck in particular, though, is the additional copies of Krush don't play his intro or animation. It's such a fun animation. I mean, it's a long one, so I get it. They have 18. Thank you, game. Okay, that's 2 more crushes. We're at 8, right? Okay, we can use a barrel. Come on, crush number 4? Maybe? No. I mean, it is 50-50, so, you know. Will we draw here? Ricochet shot, going to do much. Okay, they're at 10 mana. Now, what could they possibly play that could be a little bit annoying? They could do the Anuba Khan combo. I know people are running that in that deck. I just can't remember if they were. To be honest, even if they are, we have 8/8s on board. So even if they do die, we're gonna strangle their heart a little bit with our hand. Mood. That's 8. I can get rid of 1. Ooh. That can get rid of more. I wish we had the twin bow just so we could get so many more crushes, but we're gonna crush them a little bit here. It's time to strangle them out. Okay, temporary game against Shaman. Oh, let's see what they have in store for us. There's a few Shaman decks this actually possibly could be. This opening hand does not look that good. We're gonna get rid of everything. We could have kept the Arcane Quiver, but oh, this looks a lot better. Anything with Jungle Jammer in the opening hand looks a lot better, to be honest. Right, let's use tracking. Let's get Orchin Spines. I have a feeling that it will actually come up in this match. There's 2 possibilities this could be. And I'm assuming they probably aren't going to be Totem if they're going this slow. They're probably going to be something with Ragneros. That does make me think it's probably Rag. I mean, you probably would want to run that anyways in both decks. But it would have made a lot more sense to Hero Power there last turn. Renethal is always nice. Let's probably Jungle Jammer into the Flow Rider. We're going to jam their riding a little bit. Oh, Urchin Shot number 2. Not technically what we need to see right now. Always good for later on in the game, depending on how wide of a board they get. We're probably going to want to wait until they place down a lot of Ragneros. This is really the battle of the classic Hearthstone boss monsters, I guess. Okay, so they have some Evolve package. That's an interesting card to include if you don't have that much undead synergy. Oh. I mean, let's draw this out of the deck. Then just Hero Power. A Crude Caretaker. Oh, Pony. Why? I didn't expect to see you here, my friend. Okay, let's Urchin Spines and then Shell Shot everything. I don't want to draw cards in their deck. I want our deck, please. I know we could have swapped the order Could have wasted the consecrated arrow or whatever it's called, but I kind of want to keep it just for later. Big Dreams is not really doing much here. I actually almost considered cutting it out of the deck in the long run, and it probably is one of the cards that you could, but I really wanted you to use a lot more newer cards, and it is one of the... Okay, do we want to use Urchin and Arrow on that? I don't think we do. We could. It also depends on what we top deck here. Cold Storage, okay. Getting a second copy of Baroness. Oh, bunch of banana or monkeys. Barrel banana. I will get the card name right one of these days. Okay, we can just put down 2 of these. Let's put down this just because it's in our body. Let's grab Explosive Trap. Actually, a card that I ended up putting back into the deck in some of the later testing. I kept it out of the deck for quite a while just because a lot of minions now have 3 HP and Explosive Trap is definitely not what it used to be. Oh, there's Jive Insect. Oh, I actually never thought about, that's a neat little interaction. I don't like that interaction. It's annoying, but it's neat. Let's use this. Draw. We're at 6. Oh, there we go. There we go. 7. Okay, how do you want to do this? I don't want you to use Conch Call because it guarantees Twin Bow. We're at 8. And then let's kill the 4/4. Pray RNG if we get... There we go. Crush number 1. Now, can we keep this momentum up is the true question. Because the next turn we can use Jungle Jammer plus Twin Bow, and then the bunches of bananas, which should give us 6 spells for that, which is actually really, really nice. Are they actually going to attack our face? I'd assume they would. They are falling a bit behind. Oh, Primordial Wave. Hook Tusk is funny, though. Oh, there's a bunch of bananas number 2. Okay, let's buff this up and then go face. We actually probably could have played it a little bit safer and just get rid of the 6/6, but this does put us down the right route. Even if they have a taunt, we have a real fun little interaction in our hand anyways right now. We're about to go a bit bananas on them. Come on, I don't... Wipe out our board. We got some fun up our sleeves. And now we just finish them off through their good old taunt. You could also see what we grab off of the jammer, but that... Okay, time for a game against Death Knight. Let's see which version of Death Knight. I'm assuming it's probably going to be Blood, because that is the only one that I run into, it seems. Even though Cagehead is a lot more interesting, in my opinion. Oh, hand's automatically great if we have a Jungle Jammer. We don't actually have to get rid of anything here, but kind of want to try... We just mulliganed away one Conjured Arrow. Why? Game! Okay, there's Renethal. I mean, I guess we're just passing the turn. Tracking. Tracking or Hero Power? I kind of want a Hero Power and just pass it back. It's Renethal. Explosive Trap. Okay. I think this is going to be another one of those games where I coin out the Jammer to get rid of the board and to have it online. Because not a lot of people are running weapon removal right now. Okay. Shell Shot should be able to deal with this. Oh, Twin Bow is always nice. We don't necessarily need it right now. We can also just use Explosive Trap. Probably, honestly, we should have used Shell Shot. I get why I'm keeping it in case we get a Urchin. It is a better version of Ricochet Shot, and then this turn we can just use Ricochet Shot and clear out everything, but... Oh, dirty... There was a game where I don't remember who I was facing, but I actually got Dirty Rat into King KRUSH, and that game was so quick. I love seeing bananas in combination with the Twin Bow. I think I hone in on that combo a little bit too much, and it might have cost me a few games here and there. So launch call. Let's use this. Buff this up. Get a 6/6, right? Or 6/5. It's got to be safe. We're at 6. Okay, so next turn, as long as we have a minion survive, we're in a pretty good position. Actually, we have only spells, so I guess that is not going to do what you need it to do. Aw, that is a minion that, while not necessary to our game plan, I do like having, just because it's funny in combination with what we have currently in hand. Just do this at 8. Kill that, just because I don't want to exit. Oh, never mind. I just didn't want to generate a trench stalker and leave that up on board, because we do need a little bit of survivability, and there just isn't really good survivability that you can run in this deck. We have a ton of control, we just don't have any way to heal ourselves, which is probably a problem. Maybe using Sunwell to randomly generate some heals might be a solution. Well, there goes one. Krush. They don't know we have a Gnar one in hand. And this should get the other twin bow. Quiver is always nice. Let's see what we can get. Urchin or Barrel? I think we want... Oh, we could go for Big Dreams. Yeah, Big Dreams allows us to get the Krush out next turn. Actually, that actually might be just a waste. Thinking about it, Urchin is probably what we should have done last turn. But, oh well. There is our timer. Gotta finish them off before they kill us with that. Why game? I swear, this card is just stuck to my hand. Oh, we could also twin bow and Krush ×2. That might be funny. Or we could... Let's actually just use one of the Krushes. We don't care if they die. And I'm trying to win the game through Stranglethorn part. But I know that's not always the best solution. It's just a funnier solution, getting an entire board of them. Kill our Krush. Oh, there we go. Actually, what we really wanted to see. Can't believe I missed the combo. I'm pretty sure I just missed this completely. I should have honestly just twin bowed and then passed a turn, because we could have got, what, 4 Krushes instead of 3? We're gonna crush your spirits a little bit here, my friend, with one of the most beautiful animations in this entire set. Behold our Krushes. Right, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, the deck actually kind of shocked me of how well this performed. Turns out, King KRUSH is an incredibly powerful card, and you can make endless waves of him. You should be able to win a lot of games. However, there is one thing worth mentioning. This deck is centered around RNG. However, the deck is built in a way where that shouldn't always matter, because there are additional ways to get additional copies of KRUSH. Though, if you are like me, who always has King KRUSH tied to their hand for some dumb reason, those cards will be completely dead for most of the game, which is why I ended up including Sir Finley. But if we're talking about really good synergy within the deck, is bunches of bananas or barrel of monkeys plus twin bow. This will actually give you an additional copy of whatever banana or barrel that you actually have, which means with this combo you have 6 of the spells that you need for Jungle Jammer to give you a King KRUSH or Trench Stalker. Overall, unless you're not a fan of RNG, try this one out. There's nothing more satisfying in Hearthstone than crushing your opponent with a bunch of Krushes. And like always, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye bye.